It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Yonder Brewing and Blending, and it's a can of their Bugs. This is a Carrot Gose coming in at 4% ABV in a 440 milliliter can, and they're based in Somerset, Radstock in Somerset, England. Without further ado, let's get this beer out into a glass and see what we get. A little bit of smoke on the can opening, beer in the glass. A Carrot Gose. They've been brewing some weird and wonderful things of Yonder. I've had some really good beers from them. I'm a really big fan of their Modern Bitter. A really good beer. This is, well, rather orange, rather carrot looking. Good levels of carbonation. Head is dissipated very quickly, but I totally expect that with a Gose. A sour style ale will always, the head will dissipate very quickly. It's the way the beer is brewed. It's kind of like, it's either kind of lactobacillus that sends the beer, the malt, from being rather sweet to being rather sour. Whether they've used that in the beer, we'll have a look on the back of the can and work that out later on. But a Gose comes from the German area of Gose, where they had a brewery which used the natural river water to brew their beer, and it had a slight saltiness from the earth, from the land, from the river. So their beers were always kind of slightly salty. It became its own style of beer, and it nearly died away. It nearly disappeared forever. The whole craft beer revolution that's been going on for probably the last 15 years now has resurrected a load, and I mean a load, of old styles of beer that probably would have disappeared forever if it wasn't for this very craft beer revolution. So cheers to the revolution. Orangey, hazy, slow moving carbonation. Let's get the aroma. It just smells great. It smells great. Really kind of, you get the salt in there. You get the sweetness. A little bit of kind of sweetness in the aroma. And the carrot, it's like a little bit of vegetation. Now, I know some of you eagle-eyed viewers, your ears might have pricked up there when I mentioned vegetation, because normally when you mention vegetation in a beer review, or when you're drinking a beer, it means DMS, or a little bit of kind of rotting cabbage, which I've mentioned rather recently in my beer reviews. But this is none of that. This is actual carrot vegetation. It smells really good. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh yes! Boom! Stone the crows! What a beer! What a beer this is! It's rather echoey in my house at the moment because I don't have a sofa. The whole room over there is all kind of empty, completely empty, and you can hear an echo. But so when I raise my voice, I can really hear the echo. But wow, what a beer! What a beer! That is fabulous, fabulous. What I like about this style of beer is, yeah, it's really sour. It's a really sour Gose with that slightly salty flavour that is running through the flavour from start to finish. There's a few things that I'm smiling about here. One is the sourness. The other one is just how refreshing the beer is. Really lovely and refreshing at 4% ABV. And you just get so much flavour. Sometimes with a 4% ABV beer, if you were to have a regular 4% bitter, it might be a bit bland, it might be a bit boring. Not with this, not with this. This is full. And I mean like full to the brims with flavour, like a double IPA would be, or like an imperial stout would be. That's why I like this style of beer, is because they cram so much flavour into the beer, but yet make it so refreshing. And it's 4% ABV. You could drink this till the cows come home. You get a little bit of the carrot, The other thing I wanted to mention that's putting a smile on my face is the fact that I'm actually really enjoying this beer. And some of you, like right now in this moment, if you're watching this beer review in 1, 2, 3 years time, you might be scratching your head wondering what I'm talking about. But in relation to this beer review and when I release it, I've been drinking an awful lot of supermarket beer. And it's all been pretty... puff your cheeks, a bit lame, a bit boring. Especially this latest release of May 2021. It's been, just a few of the beers have been really good. And it's just really good on my part, and it's really good on just for me to stand here and really thoroughly enjoy a beer. That's not been brewed for cost. It's not been brewed to get it under the £3 price bracket. It's been brewed because the brewers wanted to brew it. They're passionate about the beer, and it's just blooming good. And it's nice to put a smile on my face after it seems like a run of really mundane beer. Cheers to you, Yonder. May you never change. This Gose style beer is brewed with juiced UK grown carrots, coriander seed and Cornish sea salt, and was fermented with our house cultures. Orange in colour with a gentle acidity, it's perfectly refreshing. Produced in the UK by Yonder Brewing and Blending, the workshop Rookery Farm, Radstock in Somerset. Contains malted barley and wheat. I'm ready to rate it. You get a little bit of that coriander seed. You definitely get the sea salt. It's quite wonderful. I like that. I've not had a Gose or a sour beer like that for such a long time. That's a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.